He always look like he on coke, man, himself. He be looking strung out, bro. Patel is a very popular name with them folks too.
All right, good morning, everybody. I think it's still morning, right? My name is Kash, Patel. I'm the director of the FBI. Today, we are here because of President Trump's incredible leadership and commitment to supporting law enforcement across the country and around the world. We are here today to announce another record historic achievement because of law enforcement partnerships.
See how political it gets so fast? Why do you need the Donald Trump office send this to you? Like, what the fuck, bro?
Across America and across the globe, come together to fight crime in all corners of the earth. Today, we are announcing a capture of another FBI's most wanted top 10 fugitive, Ryan Wedding. That makes 6 top 10 FBI captures in 1 year alone. To put that in perspective, that's 2 more than the entirety of the prior administration. And none of this would be possible without the tremendous leadership of Attorney General Pam Bondi and the Department of Justice and our partners and prosecutors at the United States Attorney's Office here in LA and our Los Angeles field office. Here you'll see many of our brave partners, including the Commissioner of the RCMP, the Chief of Police of the LAPD, our LA field office, ADIC, along with our partners from DEA and CBP and more. This is what a united front looks like. And just to tell you how bad of a guy Ryan Wedding is, he went from an Olympic snowboarder to the largest narco trafficker in modern times. He is a modern day El Chapo. He is a modern day Pablo Escobar. And he thought he could evade justice. But these brave men and women put together a prosecution package, put together an investigative package, put together an operations strategy, and here we are today bringing him to justice for trafficking hundreds of kilos of cocaine and also for the murder of innocent civilians. This individual and his organization in the Sinaloa cartel poured narcotics into the streets of North America and killed too many of our youth and corrupted too many of our citizens, and that ends today. I also want to have a tremendous shout out to the government of Mexico. President Sheinbaum, Secretary Harfuch, and the military and law enforcement officers of Mexico worked hand in glove with our teams on the ground there to apprehend last night in Mexico City, Ryan Wedding. I was privileged to be there on a previously planned trip, and this was a great operation that came together through interagency success because no one behind.
They said they went to Mexico and got this man, bro. The cartel's heating up, man. Between that and the Venezuelan bombings, man. What you gonna do?
Me and to the side of me cares about credit. They care about putting away the bad guys and safeguarding our communities. That is the leadership that President Trump has brought to the presidency. That is the support that he has brought to law enforcement from coast to coast. And I just can't say how thankful I am to be a small part of this and lead the FBI. These men and women do the hard work. But when you go after a guy like Ryan Wedding, it takes a united front. And that's what you're seeing here. You're seeing global partnerships from coast to coast. I want to give a special shout out to our ambassador in Mexico, Ambassador Ron Johnson.
See, like, why do square professionals use street lingo? Like, what happened to, like, I want to acknowledge the team that helped us, all this shout out. I want to, nigga, that's how hip hoppers give accolades to their teams after they win an award, nigga. You did not just win a Grammy, bitch.
Quarterback this effort for us from Mexico for a year plus. As soon as he got to post at our new embassy compound there, he made this a priority and he came through. This is what leadership looks like. And this is a historic 2025 year the FBI is having. To put it in perspective, the FBI has had 67,000 arrests this year alone. That is a 200% increase. The FBI has captured 6 of the top 10 most fugitives on our board. The FBI has also seized enough fentanyl to kill 150 million Americans, a 31% increase. The FBI has arrested 35% more espionage corrupt actors from China, Russia, the DPRK, and Iran. The FBI has found and identified 6,000 children that were missing. That is up 22%. All of these historic record-breaking numbers lead to another historic record-breaking.
That's all fine and dandy, but if the FBI is so smart, what's up with that Epstein Trump shit? Because I don't feel comfortable, the leader of the country that I live in, being friends with a pedophile. I need y'all that work for me and my people to get on that. Then we'll give y'all little accolades. But all of this is just smoke, bro. This is just all fluff. Free these people, man.
Breaking number brought to you by President Trump's leadership. That is a 20% decline in the murder rate in the United States of America. That is an all-time record for the modern era. Our communities are safeguarded by these men and women. We are thankful to be partnered with the Department of Justice and the relentless efforts to safeguard our communities by Attorney General Pam Bondi and Deputy Attorney General Todd Bland.
So if there's a 20% decrease in murders in America, he's trying to take the whole 20%. Like, they're the reason why it dropped 20%. Not the fact that niggas is off the streets. Not the fact that niggas like me done seen my cousin or, you know, get blammed down and you know, I don't want to be a part of that shit. And like the change of like cultures and all that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, where niggas not even trying to be on that no more. Niggas trying to get their money, get their bread up, all that type of stuff. We're not. So what part of that 20% is those instances? Because they're trying to take a credit for the whole 20%, and that's how politics do, man.
But we're not done today. We're going to get back on the plane, and we've captured and apprehended another top 10 fugitive while we were in Mexico, and we're going to head east and hand him over to local law enforcement authorities. I also want to give a huge shout out to state and local law enforcement. This work is not possible at all without them on the front lines every single day. They are the greatest partners we could ever have, and thank God we have a president who backs the blue. And that is what results look like. Personally, for me at the FBI, I want to thank our hostage rescue team. I want to thank our special forces, our special flight operations unit. I want to thank our headquarters component, our LA field office. This was an enterprise-wide success. The moving pieces to pull this off and apprehend one of the world's most wanted criminals and bring him to justice in the United States of America can only be done when you have leadership from the top with President Trump, the Attorney General, and all these great leaders here. I'm going to turn it over to the Assistant Director in charge of the Los Angeles field office, Akil Davis, for some more comments on the case itself and the investigation.
Good morning. My name is Akil Davis. I'm the Assistant Director in charge of the FBI's Los Angeles field office. We told you in November we would find Mr. Wedding, and today, that day has arrived. The long arm of the law extends beyond our borders. This marks the 500th capture of an FBI top 10 fugitive since its inception 75 years ago. I want to congratulate the devoted team effort that led to this capture. Today is a great day for the FBI and for our partners here today, specifically our partners at the RCMP, the LAPD, and the DEA, and so many other agencies at every level. But it's also a good day for the victims in this case. Ryan Wedding tormented several people and several families that will never be the same. But today, they get the justice that they sought. Investigators worked tirelessly for well over a year to find Mr. Wedding, where he will face federal prosecution. As you know, Mr. Wedding and others are charged for their roles in a transnational organized crime network, shipping massive amounts of cocaine, approximately 60 metric tons, through Southern California on its way to Canada. Mr. Wedding is also wanted for orchestrating multiple murders of victims and government witnesses. In addition to the massive manhunt that went into apprehending Mr. Wedding, we worked with State Department to offer rewards and the Treasury's Office of Foreign Asset Control, which imposed crushing sanctions in this case. This case is also being worked under the auspices of the Homeland Security Task Force here in Los Angeles. I'd like to provide a few details to illustrate the sheer work that has gone into this case. We've arrested 36 people for their role in this organization. Again, we've worked with our Canadian partners, our Mexican partners, our partners in Colombia and the Dominican Republic. The Treasury Department has sanctioned 19 people, including Ryan Wedding himself. We've seen mountain of drugs, cash, weapons. We seized the Mercedes-Benz, estimated over $15 million. We seized dozens of motorcycles worth approximately $40 million, and other valuable artwork and jewelry.
What the fuck did he say? They said they seized a Mercedes-Benz worth. Jesus, he's not reading his paper right. It can't be. And what Mercedes cost $15 million, bro? Did he just not say that? Hold on.
$1 million.
He just said that Mercedes-Benz estimated
approximately $40 million, and other valuable artwork.
Maybe they had a bunch of Mercedes-Benzes, like, I don't know, they're tripping.
And jewelry. Ryan Wedding will be held in custody over the weekend and is anticipated to have his initial appearance on Monday morning. While we're happy about this victory, we have a lot of work ahead of us to prosecute this case and continue our investigation. I want to emphasize we are still seeking multiple individuals wanted for their roles in this organization. The State Department is still offering a $2 million reward for information leading to additional arrests. I ask anyone with information to contact us at 424-494-0614. The number can be called internationally, domestically via WhatsApp, Signal, or Telegram.
Ooh.
I also would like to thank, lastly, the Ontario International Airport.
They said if you want $2 million and you know something, say something. But the problem is if you know something, you're probably gonna go to jail too. Because why are you that close?
For making this possible, securing the security of the scene and allowing us to plan this in such a way. Thank you, and I'd now like to turn it over to Chief McDonald of the Los Angeles Police Department.
Thank you, Akil, and thank you all for being here today. The Los Angeles Police Department is proud to stand with our federal, international, and local partners as we announce the arrest of Ryan James Wedding. This has been a coordinated, intelligence-driven investigation into Wedding's global drug trafficking organization, which used Los Angeles as its primary point of distribution. Our collective efforts led to the seizure of more than 2,300 kilograms of cocaine, 44 kilograms of methamphetamine, 44 kilograms of fentanyl, 8 firearms, and over $55 million in illicit assets. This outcome reflects the tireless and seamless collaboration of the FBI, the LAPD, the DEA, and we're joined by Brian Clark here, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, and the U.S. Customs and Border Protection. Together, we have disrupted a major narcotics pipeline impacting Los Angeles, the United States, and Canada. This is a significant blow to a criminal network that has endangered communities across borders. I want to personally thank the dedicated men and women from every agency represented here. For my own agency, the work of Gang and Narcotics Division particularly, their relentless commitment over the past 2 years has made this operation possible. Because of their work, Los Angeles is safer, and those responsible are being held accountable. We appreciate our media partners for showing up today.
You think that fucking with the cartels gonna make LA safer, man. If they one day just want to snap and come up here and just start really trying to get inside this motherfucker, like, nigga. Free that man, though, man. He wasn't trying to do nothing but get some chili, man. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all not creating opportunities. But then want to tax niggas when they create opportunities for themselves. Man, get the fuck out of here. Don't make no sense. These niggas got jobs they gonna die at. They not worried about where their next little check come from. They straight. So they think they could judge everybody else for how they gonna get it. Psh. Psh. Boy, I tell you. These niggas is cornballs, man. And they not perfect. Anyways, man. I see what it is, man. They trying to clean this shit up. They trying to clean up the hoeing. You know what I'm saying? And they're trying to clean up the drugs. But it ain't gonna ever stop because pharmaceuticals is the only drugs you need sometimes, bruh. And it costs a lot. So anytime something costs too much, there's always room for improvement. There's always room for middlemen and other people to come in and undermine and underprice. So we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna stay abreast on these situations, man. And I'm gonna keep y'all posted and continue giving my opinions, my honest, actual, factual opinions, man. If people playing with little girls, snitch on them. Don't harbor that shit. So if Trump was one of them motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? He needs the DP too. Basically what I'm saying. So I'm gonna keep this one short, man. That's a little 46-minute stream. So, you know, check out the other clips that I done clipped up out of here. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that shit. It helped me out a lot. Get me in the algorithm and all that. Let me know. Send me some videos y'all think I should react to, or topics and things that interest y'all. And if it piques my interest, I'll go ahead and run that play with y'all, man.